Hello and welcome to market. So, what is market? Market is a traditional term or classical term that so market means bazaar. And in our general sense, there hard bazaar. What we are telling that is a market. That's a periodical meeting of the buyers and sellers. That's a market. So, market then fulfill the necessity of the people in the past, but now there is something different concept of the market. There you see that market in economics in different sense we are dividing it, or we find it according to the competition we are dividing the market. But in reality, in ordinary sense, market means the place is there where the buyers and sellers meet together to say exchange goods and services in terms of money. But now in the present era, there is the development of the internet, fax, phone is there, mass media is there, the marketing is done. Not necessary of place, not necessary of time, but there is the proper coordination between the buyers and the sellers. So market, it may be periodical market, maybe supermarket, maybe regular market, maybe weekly market, but in economics we are observing market. Market means that the proper coordination between the buyers and the sellers, those who buy the goods and services, those who sell the goods and services, but not the place, not the time. Now according to competition, we can divide the market. So what are the components of market? What are the required factors of the market? Let us see the buyers, first one, then second one sellers, and third one goods and services. The buyers and sellers exchange goods and services. The seller sells the goods and services to the buyers, and buyers purchase in terms of money. Now you see in economics that we are dividing the market according to the competition, according to certain features, certain criteria. We are dividing the market. There we see there are two types of market: perfectly competitive market and imperfectly competitive market. Where there is perfection of the market, there homogeneous product is there, all the products are identical, the single price structure is there. There's a perfectly competitive market. And imperfectly competitive market, there may be some irregularities are there, some imperfection are there. That is your imperfectly competitive market. Again, imperfectly competitive market, we are dividing them into different monopoly, monopolistic market, oligopoly, and duopoly according to presence of the buyers and the sellers and certain criteria. Now we shall discuss what should be the criteria of the perfectly competitive market. Perfectly competitive market, there you see there's a purest form of the market. There you see in the economy that practically impossible. This is an imaginary market. Why I am telling that? That practically not possible this market. That's just an imagination of this market. First one, large number of buyers and the sellers are there in this market. Presence of large number of buyers and the sellers. Infinite number of buyers are there, infinite number of sellers are there. So there's an individual action of single buyer or single seller having no action or no influence over the market. Why? Because there is the demand of single buyer or supply of the single seller having just a little part of the market, just a minute part of the market. So the individual action of the buyers and the seller having no effect at all in this market. So the large number of buyers. Second one is your homogeneous product. All the products are identical in shape, size, quality, taste, and the packing. That's we cannot distinguish one product from the other. So there is no distinction of one from the other. That's a homogeneous product. All the products are identical in shape, size, quality, and the taste. That's what we are telling. That's homogeneous product. And this market is a price taker but not the price maker. Why? I am telling that the both demand and supply, both the sides that determine the price of the commodity. The demand side from the buyers and supply sides from the sellers. Both the factors are responsible for the determination of the price of the commodity. Both market demand and market supply. Like that, those are working both the blades of a scissors. Without taking the help of both the blades, we cannot cut the clothes like that. Both the blades of both demand and supply that's play the prominent role for the price determination in this market. So this market is the price taker rather not the price maker. Why? Yeah, accordingly, if a person, if a seller want to fix the price of the commodity, suppose the prevailing price in the market let be 10 rupees, he wants to increase the price 12 rupees. Like the identical products are available in the market, if he charges 12 rupees, nobody will come forward to purchase the commodity. If he will reduce the price, then the prevailing price will get lost because that cannot recover all the expenses of that farm. So the farm is a price taker rather not the price maker. free entry and exit. There is no restriction of entry and exit of the farm into the market. If the industry is getting the supernormal profit, the new farm are attracted or enter into this market. Why new farm enter? To earn the supernormal profit. If the industry is getting loss, some of the loss going farm leave the industry. Why? Because of the to avoid the loss. So free entry and exit, there is no artificial restriction, there is no restriction of the government, there is no any restriction in this market for the entry of new farm and exit of old farm. If the farm unable to avoid the loss, unable to bear the loss, the farm leave the industry to avoid the loss. Like that, when the farm is industry is getting the profit, the new farm enter into the industry. Then you see the prevailing price in this market, only one price prevailing in this market, neither the farm increase the price nor the farm decrease the price. If the farm increase the price, if the farm decrease the price, then the farm will get loss. Definitely loss is there for the farm, neither to increase nor to decrease the price of the commodity. Then horizontal demand curve. Under this market system that you see, the average revenue and the marginal revenue both are identical or both are equal with the prevailing price in the market. Why? Because the producer is selling each and every unit of the commodity at the same price. Suppose so next feature you see that no transport cost, selling cost in perfectly competitive market, because there you see that the transport cost is bear by the producer himself and selling cost there is not requirement of that advertisement, because there the identical product available in this market. So the producer can neither increase the price nor decrease the price of the commodity. The price of the commodity is remaining constant. And what is the difference between there is the perfectly competitive market and pure market? Pure market having two additional properties are there. That's perfect knowledge and perfect mobility of goods and services. Perfect knowledge means the knowledge of both buyers and the sellers having perfect knowledge regarding the prevailing price in the market. There you see what price is prevailing in the market, what's the nature of the commodity, and how they are taking the commodity. That's a very important factor. And there's a perfect mobility of goods and services. If the goods and services are mobile perfectly in this market, then what will happen? The price of the, there is no chance of increasing or decreasing the price of the commodity. So now, how the price is determined in this market? Price is determined in this market with the help of the demand and supply schedule. We are considering demand and supply schedule. You take the price of the commodity, quantity demanded and quantity supplied. The quantity demanded is inversely proportional to price of the commodity. That means more price, there is less demand, less price, more demand. Like that, supply is directly proportional to the price of the commodity. More supply, more price, more supply, less price, less supply. That is what you observe, direct and proportional relation between the price and supply of the commodity. So while reducing the price of the commodity, you see that the demand, while increasing the price of the commodity from 1 rupees to 3 rupees, the demand of the commodity is decreasing, whereas supply is increasing. At the point when the price is 2 rupees, there is quantity demanded equal to quantity supply, that is 20, that is the equilibrium. And when the price of the commodity is 1 rupees, there we see the quantity demand is more than the quantity supply. Like that, when the price of the commodity increase to 3 rupees, quantity supply is more than the quantity demanded. Then if we are going through the diagrammatic presentation, then we take the price of the commodity in the y-axis, quantity demanded and supply in the x-axis. Then what we will observe at the intersection point of the demand and supply of there, you see that the equilibrium is there. So where you see the equilibrium, that's market demand must be equal to market supply. Suppose the producer, it is playing just both the sides of the both the blades of the scissors that are required to cut the clothes like that. Suppose if the producer wants to increase the price of the commodity from OP to OP tax, then what you observe? There is excess supply. Supply is more than the demand. The excess supply over the demand that reduce the price of the commodity to again OP. Like that, if the producer wants to reduce the price of the commodity to OP double tax, then what you observe? Then there is excess demand over the supply. Excess demand, pressure of the demand increase the price of the commodity. Ultimatum is there. Price of the commodity determined at the point E, where the market demand is equal to market supply. So you will understand this one, and this much for today.